Hi, welcome to another Mesa County GIS video tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to use the county's web data viewer. So let's get started with a quick tour of the map interface. When you first start the application, you'll notice several things, the first of which is the most obvious, the map itself. There's a lot of information shown by the default base map, such as roads and road labels, city and federal land limits, schools, parks, police stations, and hospitals. Zoom in far enough and parcel lines appear. Clicking on any one of these parcels gives you information about the property as well as a hyperlink for further assessor information. The map also has a context menu that you can view by right-clicking on any point. This gives you the ability to get Google Street View, copy latitude, longitude, or UTM coordinates, or get township, range, and section information for the point that you clicked. You'll notice that a legend appears when you first open the application. You can always close the legend if you want it out of your way and reopen it later. Next to the legend, you'll find plus, minus, and home symbols. Clicking the plus zooms the map in. The minus will zoom you out, and the home symbol will zoom and pan you back to where it was when it first opened. Using a roller mouse, you can zoom in by rolling forward and out by rolling backward. Moving down to the lower left corner of the map, you'll find our logo, which is hyperlinked to take you back to the GIS homepage. Below that are map coordinates that update as you move your mouse across the map. In the lower right-hand corner of the map is a scale bar that updates for you as you zoom in and out. Moving to the upper right corner, we find our last two map components. Clicking the Layers tab reveals any layers that are currently loaded in the map. Checking a layer turns it on. Unchecking a layer turns it off. This menu updates with new layers as those layers are added to the map. Above the layer list is the Share button that lets you share the current map extent with anybody via email or a number of social media outlets. Okay, now I'd like to move to the toolbar at the top of the screen. The toolbar consists of 7 buttons and 2 drop-down menus. These are the tools that control the data shown on the map. We'll start by looking at the drop-down menus. The first one is labeled Select Map and lets you add information layers to the existing base map. For example, if you want to see zip codes for the county, you can click Demographics. Notice that the legend updates with zip codes and the Layers tab pops open to reveal the various layers associated with the demographics map theme. The other drop-down menu allows you to search the map for things like addresses, parcel numbers, or latitude-longitude coordinates. Using the search menu will zoom you to the place you're looking for and let you continue to interact with the map. To the left of the drop-down menus are 7 buttons, each one with a unique function. The button furthest to the left displays aerial imagery rather than the default base map. You can change the imagery to be any year from our imagery holdings. To return to the base map, click the Base Map button on the left. The next button is the Legend button that just toggles the legend on and off. Next is the Measure button. Clicking this opens the Measuring and Drawing Tool dialog. Here you can select a drawing tool to simply put graphics on the map, or check Enable Measurement to have the measurements displayed along with the graphic. You can choose any one of these tools to give you points, lines, or polygons. To the right of the Measure button is the Query button. There are actually 2 query tools here, one that lets you query based on the attributes of certain map layers, and the other that lets you query a layer's data based on its intersection with a user-drawn graphic. For the attribute query, you start by selecting a data layer, for example parcels. You then choose a field from that layer and enter your query parameters. Finally, click Submit Query to get your results. Clicking on a result will zoom you to where it is on the map. With the Location Query tool, you still are querying a map layer, but this time you get results based on the intersection with a graphic feature that you draw on screen. You can download your query results by clicking the CSV button. The Bookmark button reveals a list of predefined bookmarks that will zoom you to different locations throughout the county. You can also create your own custom bookmark so you can return to a previous location in the future. The Print tool is one of the map's most used tools. Here you can select a size and format to export the current map view to. When you click Export, a new window will open showing your printable map. From here you can either save it to your computer or print out a hard copy. To get further information about the Mesa County Web Viewer, you can click the last button in our tutorial, the Help button. Here you can choose to view our Maps Quick Start Guide, which details everything we've just gone over. You can also report a problem to the GIS department through this web form. Follow the Download Map Data link to download the map's layers and imagery for use in your own GIS software. Finally, you can follow and contact us through social media.